Hi Blue Sky, this is my reflection of 2012 last year as the youth worker. What I would compare Blue Sky to is a plant where it's been sown on fallow ground. Now what fallow ground is that it's ground that hasn't been sown on yet. And why I compare that to Blue Sky is that what I see Blue Sky as is that God had to uproot all the things inside of us and all the things inside of our leadership team before He could grow this identity and this new culture that was emerging within us. I want to illustrate this through 2 Corinthians 4:17. For this light momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison. And why I compare it to this verse is that when we went through the light and momentary troubles, such as when we didn't know how to keep on going because we found it so hard to see what was in front of us because we were going through this culture shift, God was already at work in the eternal glory, like this verse was saying. The eternal glory was that God was already working in us and getting us there when what we wanted was actually the actual product of it. What we wanted was a flourishing ministry. What we wanted was something like DJC, whereas God was trying to teach us that the characteristics of what was inside of us was more important, and that was being a lover of Him before we were workers of Him. That was that within the leadership team there were hurts within each of us that God wanted to weed out, and He had to do that through that process, and that was what was getting us to where we are now. And what I really believe through these momentary troubles is that they're adding for us just all these things where we could go through that was hard so that we could see who was faithful to us, and that was Christ Himself. It was that He was always faithful, and what He did inside of us was humility and grace to actually learn about what that means in comparison to giving us what we wanted. And praise God that He did that because through these momentary troubles we're allowed to see the eternal glory that far outweighs everything. And what I want to encourage everyone with is from John Bevere's book Relentless. He says that true humility is absolute obedience and dependence on God. It puts Him first, others second, and ourselves last in all things. Humility has nothing to do with being soft-spoken. It's self-demeaning and has everything to do with living boldly, relentlessly, and in the power of God's free gift of grace. And this is what I really believe for the years to come, and especially for the year of 2013 for Blue Sky as the leadership team, as they've grown into their identity. I really believe that as they grow and as you guys grow by living boldly, relentlessly, and in the power of His free gift of grace, I just know that God has been teaching us all along last year, and He's going to continue to do so this year. And I believe that He's calling us to walk out and to step out greater into that boldness and into that relentless love that He has for us. And I really believe that He's calling us to witness to Him in this bold and relentless way and in the power of His free gift of grace. And this is my encouragement to Blue Sky Youth Worker 2013 and to the leadership team and to Blue Sky as a congregation, that no matter what you go through, God has always been sifting in us the true characteristics of what He desires inside of us. And this is what I really believe He's calling me out of towards as well, that for me to live boldly, relentlessly, and in the power of His free gift of grace, it's for me to be missional. And what I mean by that is that it's to be missional by being available just to build on the friendships that I have with my friends and with my family and to witness to Christ in that way. And yeah, I just really want to encourage all of us to live in that bold and relentless way, because we know that who He is calling us to be intimate. Who He is faithful, and who He is the Alpha, the Omega, and the beginning and the end, and that is more trustworthy than anything that we could ever see in front of us as the momentary troubles, because what we're fixated on is the eternal glory. And I'm so excited for you guys in the year of 2013 to see where He will lead you guys. And just as much, I'm just going to be next door in Axum in the young adults ministry, so come by and say hi and say, hello to us. Yeah, and just want to bless you guys. That's it. See you later.